Semen retention is to heighten oneself. That's all it is, bro. Semen retention is for a man like gold. And I'm not making this shit up, bro. Gold. Bro, I'm trying to figure out a way. All right, cool. So when it comes to the semen retention shit, first things first is I feel like you have to believe in yourself consciously, and you got to make the decision to consciously be aware of what you're doing and what you're practicing. Because like I said, this shit is not for everybody, and it's not for the faint of heart. Once you go on this journey, bro, it'll teach you a lot of things in life, and it'll make you a focused individual. Plain and simple. It's going to make you focus. It's going to make you sharper. It's going to make your clarity be sharper. Everything about you is going to be enhanced in the first place, right? A lot of people, chronic masturbators, are people that have sex all the time. They have soul ties with these other women. Women that don't even matter in their life. They still have a hold in them sexually. And they're taking you away from yourself. Females is an enigma because they can make you a better man or they can make you a worse person. And what I mean by that is by you over-sexualizing and you having sex constantly with women that don't matter. Now, I can understand, you know, you with a woman, you been with a woman, y'all together, y'all have sex regularly. That's normal. But when you fucking different women, back to back, it's not even about the diseases. You got to worry about that too. But it's more about the energy that they carrying and the energy that you carrying and the energy transfer that y'all shit fucked up. Especially if she a thought or you a thought. Cause I see a lot of bitches getting backlash from, oh, this nigga, this, and this. The only reason men compliment and favor, oh, you get bitches or I get bitches or I do this and I get that, is because it's a statement that they could do it. It's like proving themselves, right? Oh, I got these amount of bitches, or I got all these bitches, I can fuck this bitch, or I'm fuck. It's more like a status thing for men, right? That's why we get praised for it and women get belittled for having a lot of sex, because for a man, having sex is like a luxury, but you can have sex anytime you want. You're basically saying you're him, right? That's basically what you're saying. But on top of all of that and disregarding all of that, when it comes to the concepts of having sex with a partner, it's sacred, bro. There's no beating around the bush with this shit. Sex is sacred. I'm not saying you can't have sex with women, even if it's multiple, but you got to be aware of the energy that you carrying and that she's carrying, bro. You just have to be aware and conscious of that shit. So just don't be giving your energy and your essence to everybody. That's all I'm saying. If you somebody who get bitches, cool, you could do that. I'm not blaming you or I'm not shunning you or I'm not saying, nigga, you doing too much. Do whatever the fuck you want. I'm talking about the consequences and the backlashes of you doing what the fuck you want to do. There are consequences to that shit. Especially the more bitches you fuck, the more fucked up you're gonna be, most likely. Unless you somebody who really can pimp and you somebody that can really move smart and you got a good head on your shoulders. Dealing with multiple women, bro, that shit is a setup and a curse and a trap. I'm just gonna put it blunt and simple. But moving back to the restraint. When you go on semen retention, you notice a lot of things. Now, spirituality is a real concept. It is a real thing because we exist, my nigga. And existence ain't just fucking logic. It's emotions. It's logic. It's fucking your soul. You experiencing. You're alive, right? So no matter what the fuck you want to say, we live in a spiritual experience. Now, your nut for a man is basically everything. Even though they tell you it's not much of shit and they try and say, oh, it's just nut, it's just semen, bro, you could create a whole baby from this shit. This shit sparks something. So if it sparks something, if you retain it and you hold it, of course you're gonna get benefits. But the benefits is not really from semen retention, it's from the discipline. It is, okay, so how can I put this? The discipline of not fucking and not looking at women in a sexual way is way more powerful than anybody gives that shit credit. Just the simple fact that you're on a disciplining journey and you're saying no to all masturbation, you saying no to women and lust and desires and sexual desires, even though it's natural. It's not, sexuality is not a bad thing. Some people have good libido, some people have bad libido, right? But when you go on semen retention, you retaining your energy, you hold it in your light as a man, bro. You hold it in your essence, and when you hold in your essence, it makes you stronger naturally because it's just you're retaining self. That's all you're doing, bro. You're retaining your life force. That's it. So everything's gonna be up, exaggerated. Shit's gonna be more flowy, more colorful, more beautiful. Your eyesight won't be blurry. Your focus, your clarity, everything's going up by 10 points, right? If you already mentally sharp and you and you have sex a lot, this can only make you a better man. That's it. This discipline can only make you a better man. Just because you can have sex don't mean you need to have sex. I feel like smart men already know that. Men that already know themselves already know this. But for like low frequency beings and people that don't understand or don't get sex a lot or, you know, jack off a lot, bro, what you gotta understand is women don't just deserve sex just for sex, bro. And men understand that. Like, okay, you can't just give your nut to every woman, bro. And you can't just be lustful about them. When you're talking to a girl and when you're having a conversation with a girl, your number one thing on your mind shouldn't be how I'm gonna fuck this bitch. Unless you a player or a pimp, or you know what you physically and mentally aware that you just want that out of a bitch, but you're not willing to take it anything further. Now, if that's your game, that's your game. That's who you is. I can't blame you. I can't change you. And I know that. I'm not trying to change you. But what I'm saying is if you decide to go on your semen retention journey and discipline yourself and tell bitches like, nah, I ain't even with that shit right now. I don't even feel like having sex. Your mental clarity is going to skyrocket. Your self-respect is going to skyrocket. You're going to feel like a more better man, a stronger man, because you're able to say no to sex, bro. You're able to just say outright, I don't even need that shit. It gets to a point, by the way. So the longest streak I've ever been on is 569 days. A lot of niggas ain't doing that shit. I'm just going to be very blunt with you. 500 and like, I don't know the exact date, but if I go back and check my video, it was somewhere around 530 days, 40 days, 50 days. Some crazy ass number. I don't really remember the exact number because I didn't really care at a certain point. After them first 90 days was up, I stopped counting completely. You know what I'm saying? I just added the date up because I remember the day I stopped. It was June 15th of 2022, and I ended the streak like around May. It was May or June. No, it was 2021. And then I busted like 2023 May. And ever since then, I haven't been on a long streak like that ever again. But it was when I was younger. Long story short, right? But I went on a long-ass semen retention streak. I went on a long-ass journey. And I was here talking to y'all about that shit. And one thing I can tell you off the bat is if you go on semen retention, whatever you desire naturally, whatever is innate within you is going to come out. So at that time when I was on semen retention, the only thing I really cared about was you. That was when I was the most active on YouTube is when I had all that essence and that energy and I was really committed to what I had going on, right? When you are so committed to self, when you discipline yourself and you are saying no to sexual desire, bro, it's so hard them first months, the first couple of months. Month 1, month 2, and month 3 is probably the hardest months, my nigga. I'm talking about, nigga, you gonna feel like you're fucked up. Because you're so used to releasing and you're so used to sex or you're so used to just busting nuts all the time that it's like, bro, your mind is literally changing. You're literally fighting yourself, bro. That's when you realize you really only competing with your goddamn self. Are you mentally strong enough to withhold pleasure, bro? And once you get on a long ass streak, like I said, when it was around day 90, that's when I stopped counting. Because that was my personal journey. Can I go 90 days? Can I say no to sex for 3 months, bro? That was all it really winded down to. Bro, can I just say no for the summer? That's when I started my semen retention. After school stopped, it was summer break. As soon as summer break started, I wanted to test myself to see if I can get through the whole summer without being a weak person or a weak individual. I succeeded. And through the school year, I had no sex that entire school year, bro. The entire school year, I had no sex, bro. That summer, that whole year, and then a couple of months after that year finished, that's when I finally released. That's when I finally gave my essence to somebody. That was when I finally unloaded on that bitch, right? Like, all right, bro, I've been doing this for a long time. It's not really something that I'm taking serious at this moment because I've been doing it for so long. I don't have to just keep living my life like that because it will get to a point to where it's like, bro, you don't have to be on semen retention forever. Even though if you on that time and right now currently, it's nothing to break it as long as you know you can get right back on it. That's a different level of game that I really can't teach somebody. That's a different level of game because that shit gotta be in that shit has to be innate in you. Because some people have the mental altitude to do it for a month, for 2 months, right? Then they lose the streak, and then after they lose the streak, they don't never want to get back on it. Now, if you're a strong person innately, you know the best thing for you is to get right back on a journey after you do what you got to do. You make it a practice. Instead of going all 500 months, it's just a regular practice. Sometimes I go 20 days without busting. Sometimes I go a month without busting. Sometimes I go 2 months without busting. Sometimes I go a couple of months without busting, right? At that point, after that long ass streak, I never went back on a long streak like that again. I think the longest I went on was like 3 months, like I said, right? But over time, you building up your confidence in self because you're disciplining. Bro, semen retention is discipline. I don't give a fuck what anyone else. They'll tell you all the benefits, all the shit that you want to hear instead of telling you what it really is, bro. I'm sorry if this is not the video you looking for, but bro, semen retention is discipline, bro. It's just allowing yourself to be your best version of yourself and living in your truth and speaking with no fear, living in the moment. I mean, of course it gives you benefits, right? Being clairvoyant, being able to see things past what they tell you, you know, maybe gifts that you got, knowing yourself, loving yourself, you know, actually admiring yourself, looking up to yourself, you know, becoming a higher person vibrationally, right? It's all good benefits, right? But at the same time, it could just make you a worse individual. You hate yourself, you more doubtful, you more like cynical, you more this, or you more confused. Like for instance, right? If you are, let's say, what type of individual? Because I wouldn't say dark. I don't really believe in darkness. I believe you're born a certain way, and I believe you're born with a purpose, and I believe that you're born with set qualities to yourself. Not on a, I wouldn't say like horoscope level, but I do think everybody is born with a unique gift and a unique talent. And some people's talents is devious, is wicked. Not everybody perfect, and not everybody is just want to be happy, bro. Some people fucked up, and it's naturally they just fucked up, right? But let's say you could get toxic with semen retention because you can abuse the powers that may be, right? These gifts that you get from being on semen retention, you could be aware of it and you can abuse it, because semen retention is an essence, it's a life force. And the more you cultivate and the more you hold in, the more your aura, first of all, your aura gonna be crazy, bro. I know aura is a cringy ass word, but aura is real, bro. That's why people talk about it. People have aura. You have aura. Everybody has an essence, a life force about them. When you go on that semen retention, bro, especially if you are consistently on it, you're not letting go for longer periods of times, you still working out, or you still going out in the world, you conquering yourself, even if you just cultivating the energy, bro, that is going to help you out so much with so much shit, because people won't even touch you. People wouldn't even fuck with you. People wouldn't even question you. Because your aura is so strong, your presence is so strong, your presence is felt, you so self-disciplined, and people can see no holes in you. It's like they see you so confident and so strong and so structured, and you believe in yourself so confidently at this point. I say you get around that level to at around stage, I say day, like a whole month. Your confidence levels is gonna skyrocket. The more and more you go to monthly, because you're gonna have times where you want to release. Urges is natural. Don't even get me started on the urges, bro. The urges, bro, they fuck with you constantly. And I told you, bitches be better on semen retention because you notice the little things about them. And then on top of that, you start to look at bitches like they disgusting when they, like, I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. When I went on semen retention, that like curves is curves. When it's natural and it's not forced, it's that she's blessed with it. It's her gift. She look good. She got a nice ass body. Cool. But when the bitches start trying to force it, and the bitches is getting implants, and that shit don't turn you on no more, bro. Because you want something natural, you want something feminine, you want something authentic. You don't want a bitch to just be super abrasive, because that speaks volumes about who she is, right? Like, if she goes out somewhere, if she's just wearing some crazy shit, and we all know we all got an image of what crazy is, right? We all have a crazy image of like, damn, this bitch is tripping. That shit won't appeal to your senses at all, bro. That shit is gonna turn you off. You're gonna be disgusted by that shit, bro. If you go on semen retention, because you disciplining yourself, so at this point, since you have a standard for self, you have a standard for people that talk to you. So when you come across women that are promiscuous, like I'm talking about like very open and very like overly overdoing it, that shit don't turn you on, bro, because it's like, bro, that's all you got to provide, bro. Is just to show me that you got some big tits. It's just that you got a fat ass, bro. That shit not gonna impress you like how it impresses you when you on day 3, day 4. You on a little bitty ass streak. You ready to get this nut off, right? Because it only take like 4 or 5 days for you to be sexually repaired. Like, let's say you put in 2 or 3 rounds in a girl, right? It's gonna take you a couple of days to get your strength, your armor back, right? And some people, they so goated, they don't even nut when they have sex. That's a different practice, right? Some people is just like that, bro. They don't even nut when they have sex. They just got that much what is it? They just have that much power and control over who they is as a man to not even nut when they going in a bitch, bro. That's impressive shit, because not everybody can do that. And it's very hard. I'm saying this shit knowing damn well it's hard as fuck for me to do some shit like that. Baby, I got 9 minutes max in me. I am not that guy, bro. I got 9 minutes max in me. If you got some good shit, if you got some good pussy, bro, 9 minutes max, bro. I'm out of there, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. But like, if it's a bitch that's not really my type, or it's a bitch that I'm fucking, well, hold on, excuse my language, but if it's somebody that I'm not really into, right, like very sexually desired, I could last longer. But when you with a bitch and she's truly beautiful and she really speaks volumes, like through her just being herself, being feminine, being a real good woman, bro, pleasing you, loving what she does, how she make you like a better man, bro, that sex is a different sex. Cause she see you and you see her. When it's not monetary, it's not fake, it's not like, oh, I got the bag, so of course she gonna fuck me. The sex hit totally different. When you go on semen retention, that's the lady you give your energy to. That's the woman you give it to. The woman that sees you. Don't give it to a bitch that see the money or that see the come up. Cause that's gonna be your #1 mistake. See, for just fucking a random bitch just to fuck her, you gonna be your previous self after doing some shit like that. I promise. It ain't gonna take much. You fuck that bitch, you're gonna be messed up for life. It's gonna scar you. It's like going against everything you just built up. Why would you just waste it on a wasteful ass bitch, bro? So if you come across a bitch, and I know how rare a unicorn is, right? I know bitches is not perfect. I'm not stupid, right? But if you come across a girl with real standards, real value, real morals, that's the bitch you finally give your essence to. Because semen retention, when you holding on to your nut, you basically taking your power back, you taking a stance against the world, first of all, and you on a journey of self-discipline. It's not for the weak-hearted, bro. I don't know what else to tell you. I feel like it gives you amazing benefits, like I said. I'm not gonna keep this shit too much longer, but moral of the story is when you go on this shit, cultivate your energy, you become a stronger man. The masculinity comes through confidence. That's all masculinity is. Confidence in the way you speak, confidence in the way you present yourself, confidence in your speech, confidence in who you are. It's not a look thing. That's feminine. When you are confident based off how you look, okay, I'll say this. You can look good and be confident that you look good. But when you get your confidence based off how you look and not who you are, that's when you feminine. To a certain degree, you can't even give a fuck about how you look to others. You could keep up with your own self-appearance, but other people can't judge you. You can't give a fuck about them. Because the moment you do is the moment you stop, oh my God, do I look good? That's weak shit, bro. You can't care about how others perceive you. You got to care about how you feel and how strong you are within yourself to be able to still be confident to even approach, to appeal to others, to be yourself around others, and to do and be who you want. Semen retention is not a physical thing. Don't make it a physical thing. I'm not going to make it a physical thing. The most physical I'm going to make it is you battling your own desires and your own lusts and your own temptations. And you finally going to start moving the way you want to move because you have the mental altitude to say no to the most desirable thing to man, which is a woman. Semen retention cuts women off. It's not NoFap. NoFap, it would be a whole different video. Semen retention, you cutting bitches off too, bro. They can't get dick, even if they want dick. Do you know how much pussy I turned down in that 500 streak? Saying, nah, baby. Because when your energy is that large, that big, and subconsciously bitches picking up on that you a strong man, you don't even have to say shit. You gonna have the Duke Dennis effect, my nigga. You know how Duke Dennis is just getting bitches, just off the bitches, just for him being himself? When you go on semen retention, bitches is gonna start seeing you. They not even gonna give a fuck about the money, cause the bitches is just gonna see who the fuck you are. Like, damn, this a real nigga, bro. Damn, this nigga thorough as fuck. They not even thinking about the money. They thinking about, bro, I just wanna fuck him off the strength of who he is. He speaks volumes to me. He's doing something to my mind. He makes me feel this way. He makes me feel good. I love talking to him. He's a good vibe dude, good energy. You don't have that creepy, weird, intimidated by bitches ass thought process when you go on this journey. You don't step, oh, I gotta be nice and that. You don't have that because you being yourself. You're not willing to step on your own toes just to appease a bitch no more, bro. That's a part of becoming a man in the first place. If you gotta go on semen, if I like bro, you just gotta incorporate that shit in your life. Like, I know that this is a semen retention video, but like, bro, you gotta literally stop giving a fuck and giving bitches too much power, bro. You a man, dog. So I'm gonna leave the video at that. I think semen retention is a beautiful practice. I think it shows discipline and it shows character, right? It is totally different from nofap. If you're a nofapper, good job. I'm still proud of you because you're not beating your meat, right? Beating your meat, it's bad, but it's a practice as well. If you don't nut, if you're able to not nut, you can make it a practice. It is a practice, right? But if you just letting your energy out, you not Buddha, my nigga. You not conquering lust for real. You're just giving your nut and your semen, your energy out, your essence, your life force. You're not the Buddha, bro. So just focus on yourself. Long story short, I'm gonna go ahead, hop in the house, eat some food, and do my own thing. Hopefully you won't like the vid, bro. I'll tap in with y'all another time.